Hey guys, what is going on? It's Dragon Samurai 14 along with
Sonic B Champ, that's me.
and this is a vlog of the day of what just happened. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to rip off What Culture. But today was a very interesting day. I did attempt to do another vlog of the day, but on Friday, but that really messed up. I kind of accidentally hit the stop button, recording button. Thank you. What happened on Friday is that one of my buddies had phoned me and asking, "Hey, you want to come with me to go get my PS4?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll go with you." Sonic B Champ and I, we went and had our friend go grab his PS4. He bought 3 games. He bought God of Year 2 Rage Burst. He bought Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, and then he bought Dead or Alive 5 Last Round, which is the final update of the Dead or Alive 5 game. Excuse me. In fact, I actually have the original Dead or Alive 5 for the Xbox 360, and I might just go get the new version when I get my Xbox One. So, that happened on Friday, and that's made me come to this conclusion that by next fall, I am going to go after my PlayStation 4 because I have great news. I am getting closer and closer to finally getting my Xbox One. Finally, after all these months, I'm finally going to get one. Very, very, very... Not like very super soon. Mainly, most likely around the beginning of December is when I might get it. Because so far I've made a decent amount of cash from the work I've been doing, and keeping my fingers crossed that this time nothing bad is going to happen and I'll finally get an Xbox One and finally get Ark Survival Evolved and finally play it. And as for Harry, what have you been up to?
Stuff. Secret. No, I do have a secret project for my channel that you don't even know about, Mike, actually.
Are you going to tell me after the vlog's over?
Probably not.
Alright.
But I got some stuff I'm working on. I'm working on the music I promised as well.
You're also making me the WWE CD, right?
Yeah. And then I'm working on getting gaming stuff back. My Nintendo 64 has had issues. I've been trying to record like literally all 3 weeks, and it'll randomly restart. So someone said there might be an issue with like the circuitry inside of it. But apparently it doesn't normally happen except for only with the power button. But it's happening with the reset button for some reason. I'm going to try to bring back the vlogs since my phone is good now. And we have space and data.
Also...
And that's really it.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Trying to cut me off.
Sorry.
Not let me talk about my life.
Sorry.
What my needs, Michael.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm just kidding. I actually be planning on getting back into video gaming for my channel. Nothing new happened on the Slenderman video. Nothing yet. And I meant what I said on the last vlog of the day. I'm not going to upload part 5 until that whole problem is fixed. Part 5 is ready to be uploaded, but I don't want to take the risk. So for now, Slender the Arrivals series is still put on hold, sadly. But I am going to get started on Jurassic Park the Game Episode 2, and then also I'm going to work on Game of Thrones Episode 1. I already got 3 parts done. 2 of them are ready. The last one needs to be updated, and then finally I'll upload all 3 of them onto YouTube. And then I can finally focus more on that episode, because I paused on that game for a while. So technically I gotta watch the parts and find out where I left off. But, so today, I did some construction work with my dad. It was pretty decent. In fact, that's where I got a good amount of cash so far coming from him, but that's not really important. But I've been busy all day. Doing construction work, moving stuff with my dad, going to Home Depot. And then when I got home, when I got home, right away, Harry was out hanging out with some buddies, with our friends, and when I got home, went and got myself something to eat, washed my hair because my hair was itchy all over the place and just felt solid, like there was dust and debris in there, like I just got out from a crash. So after that, I went over to our friend Jared, or Bombearer, came over, met up with 3 of my friends, watched them play Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Wii, and we just waited until we finally got started with Dungeons and Dragons.
After Jared, Lee, and I came back.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's no doubt that today's campaign was pretty decent when it comes to D&D. So Harry, what'd you think of your next what day is it now that you've been in D&D? 3?
3rd week.
How was your 3rd week?
Fun.
So, might as well explain what his character and my character are. Harry, do you want to go first on your character or me?
I'll go first. For which campaign? This one or for the next one?
Our current campaign.
Our current campaign, I have an elven witch. They don't call them warlocks because the witch is just a class. His name is Harkon. No, like Lord Harkon from Skyrim. He has a pet spider, which I'm gonna tell you this, Mike. No one else knows, but they might know now. Only Geo and Calvin know. We're gonna kill off my spider. I'm gonna get a baby dragon thing, like pseudo dragon.
Really?
The paladin's going to accidentally drop his hammer. It's going to squash my spider. So we're going to kill it. Then I get a new familiar, unless I can get a second one. Cause it might be able to get a second one in Pathfinder. But basically my elf, he channels his spells through his spider and through himself. He can do hexes, and his spider has a feat that allows it to any touch spells work through the spider as well, which is neat. Excuse me. I also have what else is it? My elf doesn't like people that much. He's not a people person because he's a neutral character. He doesn't really deal with people.
He's chaotic neutral, correct?
No. He's neutral. Just pure neutral, I believe. He's pure neutral, or he's neutral evil, which is he'll do bad things, but not. I don't know. It's weird to explain the alignment. I don't remember what's the alignment off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure he's not chaotic neutral. I don't think we can be chaotic anything except I think Geo's just a gnome, so he just does his chaotic evil, whatever.
No, Geo is chaotic neutral.
I might be thinking of a different thing. I'm thinking of a different thing, but yeah, I think I stayed neutral, but my elf basically is worships the goddess of life and death, Pharasma, for you Dungeons and Dragon fans, Pathfinder fans. And then, yeah, that's really it. We can talk about the next campaign after you talk about your character.
Alright. Here's where you ask me.
What about your character?
My character is a half-elf druid. And his name is Kiba Kachu. Kiba means fang in Japanese, and Kachu means blue blood. I came up with the name because at the time I was crazy about Kill la Kill, right behind me. Because you know how...
I'm not Kill la Kill.
Did I ask you if you were Kill la Kill?
You said right behind you. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, the viewers can't see your poster that easily. Oh, wait, never mind. They can. It's a face. Oh.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to be wrong.
I'll fight you.
No, you won't.
Hey, I got a text message.
But my guy, he is a druid, and the people who don't know what a druid is a type of spellcaster that is in that is dedicated into protecting nature. They're nature lovers. So in other words, if you start chopping a branch off of a tree, I'm going to get mad that you're chopping a branch of the tree thinking you're hurting it. You'll be like, stop. I'll be like,
you can hear the trees, and trees like, oh my arm, and you're like,
yeah,
stop that.
Yeah, you're hurting it. Or like, if an animal is getting hurt, then by if it is not related by
animal empathy.
I have animal empathy. Now, what's cool about my character, though, is what he is capable of doing. My character can actually shapeshift into a bear. I can shapeshift into animals in the game. It's pretty fun. So, what my guy wields, he wields a scythe and a scimitar, or shimtar. I also have an animal companion. Different from a familiar when it comes to Harry. Mine is an animal companion, which is a wolf, which I named Moonstar. Pretty interesting name. Moonstar is a wolf that, you see, according to my character story that I wrote, my character's backstory goes is that he was part of a caravan, and that caravan was attacked by bandits, and that killed my character's father. My character has a habit of climbing up onto trees and just taking a nap. Well, one day his mother was looking after my character, and a band of orcs came down and attacked us, and my character's mother went and hid Kiba in a tree stump. Well, after watching his mother get brutally murdered in front of him, Kiba causes the tree stump to protect him, and that causes druids to come out and find Kiba. And they realize this kid was the reason that there was a disturbance in nature. He just might become a new druid. Long story short, my character does become a druid and is now along for the ride. All of us are now level 5, and we are currently in the town of Magnimar. It was actually pretty funny what happened to our friend Narcus. Remember? So,
boom!
I think you should be the one to tell it.
So, he was reading a note, and he checked it for traps. There was a little rune on the corner that his thumb was covering. And he tried to disarm it. He did not roll high enough. He scratched it wrong, and it exploded.
And it was really funny of how everyone reacted to it.
They're like, you know how to disarm it. You know how. But you scratch it wrong. And then, boom! Because Jared's dad literally goes, boom! When something happens.
Yeah, and what happened was this. According to the Dungeon Master, Bombera's father, he says that the bartender that was with us screamed so loud that...
Screamed like a girl.
That our friend Lee, who's playing a Magus, or Magus. Is it a Magus?
What? Lee?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Lee's a Magus.
Alright. And me, okay, he's up in his room. I'm in the wagon, sleeping in the stables.
I'm in a church. Again.
And the moment I can picture him waking up to the sound like this. So I'm going to act it out like this.
Don't fall.
Harry, make the scream. Ah! What the what's that? And I just rush in, boom, bust the door open, being like, "What just gonna happen?"
What just gonna happen?
Yes, what just gonna happen? I have terrible language.
Good job with the words and the English and the formulating and the words.
I hate you. Point is, it was just a really, really confusing day at the D&D campaign. That same friend, Narcus, is going to be starting a campaign of his own, and the only problem is I don't know how to build my new character. I want my new character to be a druid, but I'm starting to have second thoughts on that because I was wanting to be what's called a dragon shaman, and according to our friend Jared's dad, the Dungeon Master, he says that a dragon shaman will have the ability to shapeshift into a dragon. I'm going to need to study more about that to know for sure if that is possibly true. If not, then I have a different class I want to pick out, and that will be an Inquisitor, which is like a witch hunter. So, I've been thinking for a while of trying out an Inquisitor, but for now I'm going to stick with the Druid, because that's one of the only classes I'm familiar with. Because this is technically the second Dungeons & Dragons campaign I ever been into. First time was when a friend of mine, who's now currently in the Marines, was called by his friend, and he was asked to be the Dungeon Master for some Dungeons & Dragons. He asked me, hey, do you want to be in Dungeons & Dragons with me? I'm like, yeah, sure, I never played the game. I want to try it out. So he invites me to come with, and I chose to be a Druid because it seemed interesting. Well, after that, we didn't even ever continue that campaign in a long damn time. So due to that, that campaign was dropped. So now I'm in a new one, and now I'm going to be in another one. Because I'm wanting to learn how to become a Dungeon Master. And it looks pretty easy, but it might be a little hard for me. So, basically the topic of this vlog of the day is Dungeons & Dragons.
Wait, but I didn't get to talk about my character for Narcus' campaign. 'Cause he's done.
Really? He's done? Alright then, go ahead. What are you waiting for?
You didn't give me a chance to. Okay, so my character is a custom race that was made by Jared. Me and Gio, who is in our campaign right now, we are making twin elf brothers. They are going to be known as the Twin Dragons because they are known as Dragonborn elves. Basically, elves from the fire plane. They get a breath, which they cannot control, a fire breath, so this randomly happens. Excuse me. They get immunity to fire. They heal if they lay in fire. They get the night vision, but they're weak to cold. Could you stop?
No.
Okay, anyways. We are known as the Stormblade brothers, also known as the Twin Dragons. I'm going to break your fingers. Anyways, my character is going to be a magus that utilizes his spells through his rapier. Gio also uses a rapier, but his does not involve showing the magic through it because he's going to be either a druid or a actually no, he's going to be a druid pack leader. So he gets like Mike, he had a wolf that was level 5. Mm-hmm. He gets to start with 5 level 1 wolves, so he's going to have 5 companions that he can bring around with him. My magus is able to channel elements through his rapier, so if you guys have ever seen Ruby, think Weiss.
That's where you got the idea in the first place, did you?
Yeah. He can put fire, lightning, ice, earth. What was the other one that we had? There was a 5th one. Oh yeah, and he has a True Strike, which means, oh, I need to hit this guy? Boom, I hit him. So he gets one of those things. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun time. We're also both stinking rich. We're really rich.
For my character, so far I'm thinking of having him be an ice elf or something, but I don't know if an Inquisitor can become an ice elf. No, I don't even know if an ice elf can become an Inquisitor. What the fuck is wrong?
Okay, an elf from the ice plane? Is that what you want? Like from the cold plane?
Pretty much.
So like one, like a Nord, resistant to cold.
Mm-hmm.
So more damage from fire.
Yep.
Probably have like some kind of ice power, like you can make one that like he can turn his body into ice or something, increase his defense, I don't know. Something like that. But you can do that. You should have told Jared this. He could have made you right today.
Well, I didn't know for sure because hey,
you could have mentioned it. You could have been like, hey, I want one from the ice plane.
I did bring that up to Jared. You know, like I didn't understand what he meant.
The way you said it, I completely know how he can do it.
Because what it sounded like, he says, depending on your race will determine your class. The way he kept saying that, I'm like, okay.
No, because he's saying you can't change, because people are like, oh, you can change your class. He's like, no, you don't build your race off your class. You choose your class after you choose your race. That's what he's trying to say. He's trying to say, don't build your race like, this race is going to be the best fighter. This race is going to be the best monk. That's what he meant.
Okay, because I
know, the way Jared said it was weird.
Yeah, he kept making it sound like...
know.
Yeah, he made it sound like where if I pick an elf, he's going to have to pick a class for me.
No.
That's not the case. That's a big fat no. I pick what class I want.
He does it. He didn't explain it correctly, but it's fine. I see what you mean, but yeah. Just try to explain it to him like that. To say like, yeah, I want an elf from the cold realm or the ice realm or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So okay.
The Dragonborn elves are basically elves from the fire realm. That's it. Raised by dragons.
Okay.
That's what we did.
So in that case, we have officially decided what I want for my character for an Arceus campaign.
So an ice elf, okay.
An ice elf inquisitor.
Yeah, you can choose any class. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm going to be an inquisitor.
Just as long as we don't have a witch on our team, which we don't.
Good, because then that would be trouble.
You would kill them. It'd be like if Calvin had to deal with a anti-paladin.
A dark paladin?
They're called anti-paladins in the game.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they were called dark paladins.
They're called dark paladins and everything else except for this. Literally. Pathfinder, anti-paladins.
So then what do anti-paladins do?
A corrupt paladin.
Alright, well...
Basically the opposite of a paladin. Like anti-paladins would probably do like... Raise the dead! Or turn undead.
Alright, well, like I said earlier, this topic is basically Xbox One update and Dungeons and Dragons. I will probably start letting you know some updates on what has been going on with our current campaign and this campaign coming up next. We'll give you an update on our characters for this next campaign. And with always, have a great night. This is Dragon Samurai 14.
And Sloppy Champ.
Signing off for the night and wave goodbye to the camera.